Alright guys, I zoned out here, and I am currently in San Jose. School has started, and that means my brother and I are doing the weekly commutes back and forth here. And right now I am actually heading out to Burlingame. I got a friend out there, and go hang out for a bit. Unfortunately, I lost my directions that I had written out last week on how to find the on-ramp and all that, so I'm just kind of going by memory. I'm hoping I can remember how to get there without too much of a hassle. One thing I want to mention is if you're ever in San Jose, be extremely careful like that, fucker. Fucking idiots in this goddamn town, I swear. You know, there's even fucking bus drivers that just fly through red lights. It's freaking insane. But so yeah, you gotta maintain a watchful eye and all that. Let's see. Oh, the first thing I wanted to talk about was in Canada. There is the safety advocacy or advocates or whatever they call themselves. Hold on, let me pass this guy. They are trying out this new idea where they're using this this two-dimensional painting or decal that's on the ground in residential areas. Where it's one of those perspective type three-dimensional looking type pictures. You know, it's still two-dimensional, but when you look at it at the correct perspective, it appears to be three-dimensional. And what the image is of a little girl where she's reaching out for, like, you know, a ball or something, like she's running out in the middle of the street or something. And just a second. Hold on here. I think my turn is coming up around here somewhere. North 87. I think that's what I wanted. Let me just get on the highway here. I don't like talking while I'm trying to merge and all that stuff because there's just too many cars. Alright, hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'll just talk a little bit louder. What was I talking about now? Oh yeah, that two-dimensional painting or decal that it looks three-dimensional when you get up close to it. The idea is that if you're driving the correct speed, you'll see this image kind of popping up as you get closer to the ground, or get closer to the image, and it'll appear to be three-dimensional and pops up in front of the driver. If you're driving the correct speed, you'll have enough time to stop and slow down. However, if you're not driving the correct speed, you will just, you know, obviously drive over the image and not have enough time to stop. Oh, another biker. And road is a bit bumpy here. And so the idea is to get the drivers to slow down while they're in the residential area, thinking that they're seeing this little kid running across the street. If the idea works, the child will look very realistic, and if it doesn't, it'll just be a big waste on you know, the tax money, you know, the people's money and all that stuff. So, but the problem now is that if it looks realistic and it works and it does its job, the issue now is that if someone is speeding through there and they see that picture of a kid that appears three-dimensional at the last minute, are they going to slam on their brakes and possibly cause a rear-end collision from someone behind, not realizing that they just now slammed on their brakes because there's a supposed kid that is in the middle of the road? And you know, usually if you're following behind someone, you're watching the traffic in front of you, and you're I mean, at least if you're a good driver, you're watching the traffic in front of you and anticipating if there's going to be sudden stops. So if this image is just on the ground and all of a sudden pops up, the person behind isn't going to know that the person in front is going to be slamming their brakes on. So that there causes a situation where they might cause, you know, a rear-end collision. Now, the other issue is that if they are going too fast and then see the picture of the kid at last minute, there's a possibility of them swerving or trying to swerve out of the way for this supposed kid, which just again causes another issue that, you know, if they're swerving, obviously they're going to lose control or, you know, slam into something else. What was the other thing now? Oh, yeah, and then so let's say they keep the idea going and they keep it there for several months or whatever. Now you're driving down the road, you see this decal or image of this this little kid that's in the middle of the road. Now let's say this is a common road for you to take. Now you know there's a decal of this kid there. You become what's the word? Used to, I guess, desensitized maybe to the fact that there's this kid there. So now, let's say when you're going through there and there's really a kid now that's running through there, the person might just take, you know, see it last minute or see a glance of a kid there and think, oh, it's just the decal, and then end up hitting the kid. So there's a lot of people against this idea, and for good reason. And I had a little bit of an email talking with someone else who was expressing their concerns with it, and I'll put a link to their page on the in the doobly-doo when I get to it. Give me a second here. So yeah, I'm curious to see what others have to say about this, especially our brothers up in Canada. And 2 balls per bike, I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Ride safely. Steer clear of big cities because of all the asshole drivers. And wow, that guy's flying. Alright guys, good night. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the project is called Pavement Patty. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about it, you can either Google it. I think there's a couple videos on YouTube. If I can find them, I'll post the link to them. Alright guys, bye.